In the quaint town of Willow Creek, 28-year-old Lily Bennett stood at the edge of her aunt's backyard, her heart racing. The summer sun cast a warm glow on the vibrant flowers, but an uneasy tension lingered in the air. Lily had always admired her Aunt Susan's free spirit, yet today felt different. The laughter from the nearby family gathering was drowned out by the whispers of secrets that loomed over them. As she fidgeted with her silver locket, memories of her troubled marriage to Jake flooded her mind, igniting a desire for escape and adventure. Little did she know that escape would lead her down a treacherous path. Just as Lily contemplated her life choices, her phone buzzed insistently in her pocket. It was a text from Jake. "I won't be home tonight. Work's got me tied up." A wave of relief washed over her, but it quickly turned to confusion. Why had he suddenly taken on more hours at the office? As she tried to shake off the feeling, Aunt Susan called her over, her voice cheerful yet tinged with mischief. "Come on, Lily. You have to meet someone." Reluctantly, Lily followed her aunt into the bustling living room. That's when she saw him, Ethan, her aunt's charming friend with deep blue eyes and easy smile. He was in his mid-30s, a recent divorcee, and an instant connection sparked between them. Laughter flowed freely as they shared stories, and for the first time in ages, Lily felt a flutter of excitement. But in the back of her mind, the nagging thought of Jake lingered. As the nights wore on, Aunt Susan leaned in closer, whispering, "Let's go before doubt, sweetheart." Those words sent a shiver down Lily's spine, hinting at the adventure that awaited them, as well as the potential for betrayal. As the evening unfolded, Lily found herself drawn deeper into Ethan's magnetic presence. They shared more than just laughter. There was an unspoken chemistry that crackled in the air. With every shared glance, her heart raced faster, as if it recognized a connection she had longed for but buried beneath layers of routine with Jake. Days turned into weeks, and Lily found excuses to meet Ethan. Their encounters, always shrouded in secrecy, grew more passionate, igniting fire within her she thought had long been extinguished. Each stolen moment brought both thrill and guilt, and the weight of her hidden affair weighed heavily on her conscience. She would often catch herself staring at her phone, waiting for a text from Ethan while grappling with the discomfort of lying to Jake, who remained oblivious to her emotional upheaval. One evening, as they shared a quiet moment on Ethan's balcony, the city lights twinkling like stars beneath them, he reached for her hand, his touch sending shockwaves through her body. "What are we doing, Lily?" he asked softly, concern etched on his handsome face. Suddenly, the reality of their situation hit her. The thrill of their clandestine meetings was tempered by fear of discovery, fear of the life she would leave behind, and most of all, fear of losing herself in a web of lies. As she looked into Ethan's eyes, she realized she was at a crossroads, with her heart torn between loyalty and desire. The night of the gala arrived, a lavish affair that Lily had been preparing for weeks. Dressed in an elegant black gown, she felt a mix of excitement and dread as she stepped into the venue with Jake, who beamed with pride. As the evening progressed, she forced herself to smile and engage, all the while acutely aware of Ethan's presence in the crowd. He had come, looking dashing in a tailored suit, and their eyes locked across the room, sending a jolt of electricity through her. As the night wore on, Jake pulled Lily into the dance floor, twirling her beneath the sparkling chandeliers. But all she could focus on was Ethan, standing at the bar, watching her with an intensity that made her heart race. Finally, she excused herself, her pulse pounding as she made her way to him. "Lily," he said, his voice low and urgent as he took her hand, leading her away from the crowd. "We need to talk." In a secluded corner, the weight of their choices hung heavily in the air. "I can't keep pretending," Lily confessed, tears brimming in her eyes. "I love you, but I can't hurt Jake. He trusts me." Ethan's expression shifted. Pain etched across his features. "But what about us? This what we have can't just disappear." In that moment, Lily faced the reality of her situation. She had to choose between the safety of her current life and the raw, passionate connection she felt with Ethan. With a deep breath, she prepared to make the most difficult decision of her life. Lily stood at the edge of the gala, her heart heavy with the weight of her decision. She had chosen to walk away from Ethan, tears streaming down her face as she returned to Jake, who was obliviously mingling with guests. The moment felt surreal. The laughter and music around her contrasted sharply with her inner turmoil. As the weeks passed, the rift between Lily and Jake widened. She struggled to maintain the facade of happiness, while the memory of her passionate encounter with Ethan haunted her dreams. Meanwhile, Ethan found solace in his work, but the void left by Lily's absence gnawed at him, a constant reminder of what they could have had. Eventually, Lily confided in her best friend, Sarah, who urged her to confront her feelings rather than suppress them. "You can't live like this," Sarah said gently. "You deserve to be happy, even if it means making hard choices." Lily knew deep down that she needed to reevaluate her life and relationships, leading her to a crossroads she could no longer ignore. Months later, Lily found herself at a quaint cafe, reflecting on the journey that had brought her here. The warmth of the sun bathed her face, and for the first time in a long while, she felt a sense of peace. She had chosen to end her relationship with Jake, realizing that love built on guilt was not love at all. Instead, she focused on rediscovering herself and what truly made her happy. Ethan had reached out, and they agreed to meet for coffee. As they sat across from each other, the tension of the past lingered in the air, but it was now accompanied by a sense of hope. They spoke openly about their feelings, acknowledging their mistakes while exploring the possibility of a future together, this time built on honesty. Lily smiled, knowing that life was about choices and the courage to embrace change. The bittersweet lessons of love and betrayal shaped her, but she was ready to move forward, embracing the uncertainties that lay ahead. In life, we often face choices that test our values, our integrity, and even our sense of self. Lily's journey reminds us that honesty, both with ourselves and others, is crucial to finding true happiness. Relationships built on trust and open communication are those that stand the test of time. When we hide from the truth, we risk losing more than we gain, and in the end, it is only by facing our fears and embracing honesty that we can truly grow. May this story remind us all to seek love and connections rooted in respect, understanding, and authenticity.